Hi, I'm Becky Johnson with Sweetheart Quilt Design Company. And today we're going to do a little add-on video to binding number 7. So we'll call this one 7.2. And we had some questions that people couldn't see the corners well enough because it was behind the sewing machine. So what I'm going to do today, I've got this laid out and I'm going to use pens and show you more clearly how to do the corners. So we want to always start in the middle. I've got my table runner trimmed with that extra 1/8 inch, just like I showed you on how to trim your quilt in binding video number 1. So we're going to start in the middle and leave a tail so we have enough to do that final seam. So we have a diagonal seam and it goes smoothly, and I covered that in binding video number 4. All right, so we're stitching along here. And when we're getting close to the corner, I like to put a pin in. And I'm going to put this pin in so that it's 1/4 of an inch from this edge and 1/4 of an inch from that edge. And eyeballing comes pretty easily for me, but if it doesn't for you, go ahead and measure those. Just get a ruler out so you know. Now, the reason for this is so that I know where to stop stitching. So I'm going to pretend this is my needle and put it in right there where that pin is. I'll take this one out and put one in. Now, normally with a 90-degree angle, at this point in time, we would rotate our table runner and we would back up so that we're off the binding here. But because this is a smaller angle, it's a bigger angle, yes, but the area we're covering is smaller. So what we want to do is just go back 2 stitches. So we'll still have, our needle will be down about an inch away from the, not an inch, a stitch away from the edge. So I'll put in a pin, and that's where our needle will stop. Then you take your binding and you're going to put it here and butt it up to the needle. So this is my needle. So we're butting it up to the needle. And you can, on a normal corner, you're going like this and you have a 45-degree angle. So you can see we have a much smaller wedge there. And that's what we want, because if you do the bigger wedge, then when you go to stitch your binding down, you'll have too much fabric there. And just that one stitch makes a lot of difference. But if you do the bigger, if you go back all the way off your binding, then when you come around, you'll have a little poof thing that sticks out. So if you just go back this much, then it will flow smoothly around the corner. All right, so that's how you do this. And you can see I've got this cute little table runner. It's made with border fabrics. And watch for it. We have a video coming up on how to do this. All right, great. Hope that helps. Thanks a bunch.